Test, Test. Wir starten. Test, Test.
Are you taking over the vlog?
Different places, different worlds, nothing left, just empty words.
I'm back from lunch. This entire morning was just boring business stuff. Now it's time to finish the next track. This is the entire Logic project file of my track Shadows. It's actually almost complete. I just need to replace the vocals today.
Another doubt of promise.
So these are the vocals as I got them. I didn't do anything to them. They were already processed and had reverb on them. So I've asked the publisher to send me the vocals dry and all the separate elements to be more flexible and to use my own effects on them. Instead of just using these two tracks of the vocals that I already cut in half to do different volumes for the chorus part and the verse part. So I got here a folder with 8 different stems of vocals. I think it's split into chorus, verse and backing vocals. So let's drag them into Logic, put them onto new tracks, and bam, there we go. These are now all the vocal replacement files. I hope they already have the right starting point. Looks like they have.
Different places, different worlds, nothing left, just empty words.
Yes. I will color them just to know that these are the vocals. And I can delete the old vocal bits. Now it's time to EQ them, compress them, put reverb on top of them, some effects, maybe delay or ping pong delays, as well as a little bit of chorus. I've showed you all of this 2 days ago, so if you're interested in how to process vocals or how I process my vocals, just go back 2 videos, it's all explained in there.
I need every shadow of you. You're like cigarette smoke in a dark and empty room.
I'm all done with the vocal mixing. There are 2 things that I did differently. Number 1 is the EQing of the vocals. Getting the EQ settings for the vocals perfect took quite some time, but I think it's worth it. Here it is without the EQ.
I want something solid.
And with the EQ.
I want something solid. Another doubt of promise.
Again without.
I want something solid.
And with.
I want something solid.
With the EQ, the vocals sound less dull, they sound more shiny and bright and sit better in the mix. So I'm really happy with these settings. Although it took really more than an hour to get it as it is. I've used the H delay on the vocals in the bridge just to give them an even more atmospheric feel.
Courtship, fading taste on my lips, coming from a ghost.
You can especially hear it when I stop the music playing. You hear all of the feedback. Now that the vocals are all mixed, there is only one more thing left to do with the track, and that is taking care of the automation, but I think I will do it later tonight. I now need to pick up Vanessa. It's almost 6 and she's probably already waiting. I completely forgot where I parked the car. This is happening quite a lot to me, but it should be somewhere around here. Let's see if I can make it in time. It should be no problem. I just need to be careful, because this isn't my car, it's Vanessa's mom's car. She's on vacation and we got the car in the meantime. So while I'm driving, let me address one more thing that I was kind of reminded yesterday evening when I was editing yesterday's vlog with the track submits. I was reminded of one thing that I always did wrong with my new tracks. And each and every time I learned a new technique, I kind of exaggerated it and made my tracks worse than they actually are. For example, I learned about sidechaining. I put sidechaining on each and every track and it just sounded stupid. Same with compression, EQing, chorus, stereo imaging. So what I want to say with that is that you need to know what these effects are doing. You need to know when to use them. And you also need to learn when not to use them. That's the most important thing, probably. So for example, sidechaining on a clap can sound really stupid. Sidechaining on a pad can sound really amazing. Compression on vocals is almost always necessary. Compression on drums or on kick samples, maybe not that necessary because they are already being processed quite a lot before you are using them. Vanessa's taking over the camera. She's not responsible for the vlog. I have to drive.
Carefully.
Yes, of course. Anything you want to show the people? Except for my face, but they've seen it already enough, I think.
Zara Home, one of my favorite stores.
So now it's a shopping tour with Vanessa. I have to drive back. Idiots. Okay, we're already waiting 5 minutes for this idiot to get out of his parking spot. Do you think I can overtake it?
No! Jonathan, Vorsicht!
I need more than the shadow of you.
Again, grocery shopping. We need new Nutella.
No.
Snacks? Do we have everything?
Not yet.
Done with the grocery shopping, and this time we didn't buy any snacks. Okay, I got one snack, but it doesn't really count. It's water ice, so... Next up, dinner, chilling a bit with Vanessa, maybe watching Stranger Things. That's a new TV show, it's really amazing. Just one little snack while I'm waiting for the dinner. This ice always reminds me of my childhood. It's now 10:15, time to have some after-work party. Dass du immer so grandios Hallo sagst. Achim has access to one of the most secret parking spaces
ever. Pretty awesome.
Yes. Yes. All of the other people have to park outside, but he has access to this one. I hope the car is tomorrow also there.
Yeah, it's safe, pretty safe.
Come on.
On the shelf where you don't dust. Try to feel, try to save something we could dust.
Deluxe parking spot. So Star Wars mäßig.
Boah, wrong number. Ich habe nur Zugang zwischen 6 und 23 Uhr.